I will be presenting my original resume, my revised resume, and showing how I use Mobongi principles into revising my new resume that I have made changes to. I'll also reflect on what I've learned about rhetoric, communication, and professionalism throughout this course. For the potential job listing that I will be submitting my resume to the employers of East Infinity, Atlanta, Georgia, for a office receptionist role. For this job, they really emphasize communication with their clients or visitors that they are implying to have an experience at this clinic, making sure that they provide a good impression from their experience to coming to this clinic. In this role, they are also crucial in multitasking, such as handling emails, do data entries, handle incoming calls, and more. This is also crucial with time management, which is why when I revised my resume, I made sure to include these important skills, such as time management and attention to detail. I feel like this is really important, especially when you are multitasking. You have to be paying attention when you are doing multiple things. You gotta make sure you are doing them all. If you're doing them at multiple times, you gotta make sure you have efficiently done them right throughout those transitions of doing them all at a certain time. Related to my job at QuikTrip, I know that we had multiple tasks that we needed to get done at a certain time, and I know that each time we completed a task, we had to pay attention to what we were doing and making sure that we were getting everything done at that certain time that we had to complete each task, and making sure we've done it the way that it's supposed to be done. I made sure to do simple minor changes that were pointed out to me while revising this resume. I made sure to take out any specific identifiers that will cause my resume just to be biased, just so any employer doesn't have to know exactly where I'm from or where I got these listings, but specifically just so they don't be biased by the areas that I have worked at. I also believe I took out my education just because I am just a high school graduate, and any employer can just assume that. I applied ethos by my experience and skills in a professional and credible way. For example, I added measurable achievements instead of just listing duties, which I believe this will build trust with the employers by showing the evidence of my abilities. I also applied logos by organizing my resume with a clear way. This is not my revised one, but I will show my revised one in the screen. And right here I see that it's just a clear structure and it's in a logical order that just points out my experiences, and they will be just easy to follow. I learned that in my Mobongi, I learned that resumes can be biased based on factors such as just age, gender, race, sexuality, even the education. Being biased just can be intentional or unintentional, which this just can all lead to the fact of either being a qualified candidate or passed over for many other employment opportunities, Reflecting on my resume, it helped me realize how professionalism is kind of rhetoric. The way I format and phrase, not only does it just communicate, but it builds my characters and priorities that I've had.